I knew that I was going to have to do that immediately. Hello, hello. I gotta change my music and check this sound just to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, perfect. You can hear me. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Naf Hughes here. For those of you that are new, my name is Natalie Hughes. I am a life mindset and manifestation coach. In my business and on my platform, I help professional women to co-create emotionally fulfilled and purpose-driven lives for themselves. In today's video, we are achieving this by doing some tarot readings on your bond, your relationship, and your connection with your future baby. I'm so excited. I love baby so much, and I'm tired of talking in this introduction. So there's 3 pictures that are on the screen. Pick the picture or pictures that stand out the most to you. Timestamps will be in the description box down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. As we begin tapping into the energy of your bond with your future baby, I want to let you know that I have a resource library available for you for free. There's EFT tapping videos, there's journals, there's workbooks, there's meditations. Long story short, there are an abundance of resources available to you that are going to help you align your mind and shift your energy so that you can start manifesting your desires with more ease and more joy. Okay, check out the free resource library. It's super great and super amazing. There's kind of a million things going into my mind right now, so I'm done talking about that. It's linked in the bio. Get it for free, and let's move into the energy of the reading. Okay, so pile number 1, your bond with your future baby. I'm actually going to pull some cards here, because sometimes I channel. Okay. I feel like your baby is just going to be attached to you, okay? Like, attached at the hip. We have the first card coming out, which is the second house, which is basically the house of I have. So I feel like your baby is going to be very possessive of you. Like, this is my mom. You know those like adorable videos, sometimes they're adorable, sometimes they're not, of those kids who are just like, this is my mom, you can't have her, this is my mother. There's a viral video of that I've seen, I think on like TikTok, and it's of this man, and he's like bringing his son like in the house, whatever, and it's like recording them on the Ring camera, and this woman's son is just saying like, but that's my mommy, and her husband is saying, yeah, but before she was your mommy, she was my wife, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, but that's my mom. Like, you know what I mean? So there's just an energy of possessiveness here in like a really beautiful, adorable way. From the second that your baby is born, they're going to want to be around you. And like, of course, we have this experience because we're human beings and it's normal, but like your baby is going to really want to be around you, really want to be connected with you. And I feel like you're going to feel the same way. Like, you know, I say this all the time, the best thing about, or the worst thing about other people's kids is that you have to give their kids back to them. You know what I mean? After you're done babysitting or after you're done playing with them, like they go home to somebody else. And I think that's the worst. So the best thing about your own children is that you get to keep them. Like, you're coming home with me, like for lifers, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's how you're going to feel with your baby. That's what your bond is going to be. You know, like you guys are kind of like in a party, a group setting, a family gathering, and people want to connect with your baby because your baby is so beautiful, right? Beautiful soul, beautiful spirit, and just like so cute and like so adorable. So people want to hold your baby. People want to play with your baby. People want to like connect with your baby. Like people want to like play like pass the baby around. You know what I mean? Hot potato with your baby. But your baby is not really having that. So there's a lot of experiences where people want to hold your baby and people want to, you know, play with your baby and like marvel at how adorable your baby is. And your baby is turning back around to look at you like, and how could you betray me and hand me to these people who I don't know and I don't like? Please take me back. You know what I mean? Like your baby is constantly reaching out for you, constantly reaching to grab you. I'm definitely getting the energy of like, wearing your baby like in a baby carrier or like a wrap, a baby wrap, you know what I mean, on your back or on your front while you are in the kitchen cooking breakfast, dinner, lunch, whatever, running errands, going through the grocery store. Like your baby wants to be constantly in contact with you, constantly in physical contact with you. And this is like as they're a baby, and even as they're growing up, this is definitely giving my stay at home mom pile, or moms that work from home, or moms that just have a lot of flexibility with their job, moms that are spending a majority of their time, if not all of their time, at home with their kids. You're going to have this permanent shadow that is following you around everywhere that you go and is constantly reaching up to you, constantly reaching up for you to pick them up, constantly wanting to be in your arms, wanting to be in your presence. There's a lot of like contact naps that happen here just because your baby wants to be by you. Your baby wants to be connected to you. And I really feel like your baby just feels very soothed by like the presence of like your chest, so you could have a larger chest or larger breasts, or if you don't right now, then maybe a part of pregnancy and breastfeeding your boobs will grow. I feel like that will be a really big source of like comfort and relaxation for your future baby. So I just feel like they will always want to be near you, always want to be connected with you and cuddling with you. I'm even seeing you like reading to them. They're sitting on your lap and you are reading to them and they're falling asleep because it's nap time or it's bedtime or whatever. Like your kid's favorite place to be is going to be on you, on your chest, sleeping on you, next to you, holding you, connecting with you, just all of the time. I saw a video online, a viral video of a little boy and his like stepdad, and they're sitting at dinner eating, and the man has his hand on the table and the little boy has his hand wrapped around the finger of the stepdad. And the video is something like, when your husband, who like physical touch isn't his love language, is bonding with your son, and your son's love language is physical touch, you know what I mean? So it's that kind of experience. They want to be constantly in physical connection and contact with you. Okay, this is the kid that wants to live in your skin and be connected with you and be around you. And this could even manifest in a little bit of jealousy with other people, where it's like, you know, when you're a kid and you have your favorite adult in the entire world, and like that adult makes you feel like you're the only kid who exists, but then there's another kid that comes around and that adult is like playing with that kid or having a bond with that kid, and you're just kind of like, oh, it too, Brutus? Like, is that the Brutus? Is that like, I feel like that's not the right. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't really give a fuck. Move on. You just feel that little energy of betrayal. So I feel like there's like a possessiveness and a little bit of jealousy when it comes to like other children. Like I feel like you will have nieces, nephews, godchildren, just other children who could be the same age as your kid or older or younger. And it's like when those kids come around, everybody loves you. Everybody wants to be around pal number one. Everybody wants to connect with pal number one. And your baby is like, hold on now, this is my mother. Everybody, you need to get your hands off of her. Actually, she belongs to somebody, me. Look at the name written on the bottom of her foot. This is mine. Like, okay, so there's a strong bond and a strong connection there of just a strong sense of belonging, okay? A strong sense of belonging. And then we have Neptune coming out, and Neptune is psychic. Neptune is telepathic. So the bond that you're going to have with your baby is going to be one of just knowing things, okay? You're going to be really intuitive with them. You're going to just like get them. Okay, I have a nephew who has his moon in my 12th house, and we've always had a really great like psychic connection. Like when he was a little boy, when he was a baby, and I was like 14, like freshman in high school, I went to go visit them, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was just laying there in the bed. I was sleeping in the nursery, and I was just laying there in the bed, and I was just like, I don't know why I'm up right now. Like, I don't have to use the bathroom. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm awake. And then a couple moments later, my nephew started crying. He had woken up. And in my mind, I was just like, oh, that's why I was woken up. And then I got up to, grab him. And his mom came in, my sister came into the room and was like, oh, I can get him. And I'm like, I mean, I'm already here, but whatever, there you go. And so she, grabbed the baby and took the baby into the other room. And then she went into the other room and she was telling her like boyfriend that, like, I went into the room and Natalie was already up. So maybe that was a little freaky seeing that, because I mean, the baby had just started crying and I was already up and I was already there with him. But 12th house connection, 12th house is like sleeping, it's your dream state, it's the astral realm. My nephew's inner being, higher self, is like, TT, wake up, like, baby, I need you. You know what I mean? And so like that's the kind of bond and energy that you're going to have with your kid. Like you're going to know that they need something. You're going to know that it's time to change their diaper. You're going to know what they want more of. You're going to know that they want food. You're going to know that they're hungry. You're going to know what kinds of things that they're going to like, and the kind of things that they're going to prefer, or the things that are going to excite them. You're going to be able to just see things about them and sense things about them. I get this even like when you're pregnant and you're like shopping around for things, you're building out your nursery, you're getting different toys and things like that. Like you're going to be seeing things. You're going to be like, oh my God, like he's going to love this truck. Oh, he's going to love this. Oh my goodness, he's going to be obsessed with this. Like I just feel like my baby's going to love dinosaurs. I feel like my baby's going to love this and this and this. Like I just think he's going to really love this. And so you're grabbing, all of these different things, and then your baby comes out and your baby is, getting older, and they're starting to understand the world around them, and they're starting to play with toys, and like they really love the toys that you thought that they would love. Or if you feel like your kid's gonna really love art or really love dinosaurs, you take them to the science museum or to an art museum, and they are just like, oh my God, like their mind is blown. They're having such a great time there. And it's just like you have this intuitive understanding of them. And another experience of like my nephew who has his moon in my 12th house is I took him to Disneyland for his birthday. God, this is like 10 years ago. I took him to Disneyland. Well, no, maybe like 6 years ago. It doesn't matter. I took him to Disneyland for his birthday, and we were walking around the park, and I thought to myself, we should go to this and this and this attraction next. But I didn't say it out loud. And then after I thought that thought, then he said out loud, I think we should go over here and do this and this and this next. And I was like, I was literally just thinking that. And so that's what we went and did. So the experience of you, that bond between you and your future baby, is like you're on the same page. You understand them. They understand you. There's a really strong telepathic connection there. There's a really strong psychic connection there. You know when something's up with your kid. You know when your kid needs you. You know when your kid needs something. And so you're there. So your baby is really going to spend a lot of their time being satisfied and being satiated and like being fulfilled, because they have a mom who is really tuned in, tapped in, turned on to what they need and how they feel and what's alive within them and what's going to make them happy and what's going to satisfy them. You're not going to have an experience where it's like, oh my God, my baby is crying all night and my baby won't just stop crying. You're not going to have that, because you guys are going to have a bond and an understanding. Even for those of you who, like, you're a first time parent or you've never raised babies and stuff like that, like, you're going to receive downloads and intuitions of like, this is what I think that I should do. This is what I think that the baby needs. Like, years ago, I was babysitting this beautiful baby girl and she was crying really bad. And I like asked the ancestors, like, what does she need? Like, how can I help her? How can I soothe her, basically? And I felt the intuitive nudge to wrap her up like in her blanket, because it's like winter time, so it's really cold outside, but to wrap her up in her blanket and make sure nothing is exposed, and also to make sure that her face isn't covered, and go outside and walk around with her outside and let the cold air, kind of like gently touch her face, and that would calm her. And so I was outside walking with the baby in my arms, swaddled up in her blanket, and that really helped her and it calmed her. But I didn't have previous experience. I didn't read that in a book or a study or different things like that. That's just something that I felt to do. So I feel like it will also be the same with you, where you're going to receive downloads, whether it's from your ancestors, your guides, your higher self, where it's just like, this is what I think that my baby needs right now. This is what I feel that is going to solve, this problem. This is how I feel is going to help her. This is what I feel is going to soothe them. And you're going to be right every single time. So a lot of people on the outside looking in are going to be like, oh my God, pile number one, you have like the coolest, calmest, collected baby ever. But really, it's that you are so in tune with them and in tune with their needs. Crying is just communication. Your baby doesn't have to cry and have meltdowns and throw tantrums, because you see them and you hear them and you listen to what they need and how they feel and you act accordingly. So it's not that your baby doesn't ever feel upset. It's that when your baby is upset, you're really efficient as a mother and you meet their needs. So your baby is always satisfied. And I think that's also another reason why your baby really prefers you, because, you and your baby speak the same language. Everybody else doesn't speak your baby's language. When somebody else is holding your baby or something like that, and your baby is making a face, or your baby is doing that little cry, and somebody else is not responding, or they're not meeting their needs in that immediate way, your baby is like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I gave you the signal. What aren't you getting? What's not clicking, sweetheart? And so I feel like your baby might be a little bit more irritable with other people, or I don't even feel like it's like an irritability, but it's just more of like a preference. Like, give me back to the people who get it. Give me back to the woman who understands. Hand me back to my mother. Because I shouldn't have had to tell you to burp me twice. I shouldn't have had to tell you that I was gassy more than one time. Hand me back. Hand me back to my mother. I'm done with you, Nana. Like, I'm just kidding. But that's the energy and that's the vibe. And I even feel like other people outside of you will see you with your baby and they'll be like, are you sure you don't have kids? Like, are you sure you haven't done this a million times before? Like, I don't understand. You're so good at this. And it's just because you are super psychically connected with your baby. Oh my goodness, pile number one. This was such an amazing reading. Give me some purple emojis if you're claiming this, if this is resonating with you, if you want to tell me more about how you felt about this reading in the comment section. You know that I would love to hear about it. And for those of you who are super serious about manifesting your soulmate love in 2024, I want to let you know about my newest journaling offering. It's called Magnetic to Matrimony. Long story short, the love that you desire isn't just a maybe. It's not just a request or a prayer or a hope. It is a certainty. It is a certainty that you get to have that man, you get to have that marriage, you get to have this beautiful family, especially when you're willing to shift into the energy of already having that love and having that commitment. I've created Magnetic to Matrimony to shift your energy and assist you in living in the end and living as that woman who is married, who is in that satisfying, perfect soulmate relationship. Inside of this digital journaling guide, you're getting 40 plus scripting prompts to help you establish a clear picture on everyday life with your soulmate. You're getting affirmations to embody deep self worth, and you're getting powerful visualization exercises to connect you with your future husband's energy now. Plus, I've included a special bonus. It's my immersive He Exists and He's Here meditation to help you anchor in the sensory experience of union with your soulmate. You guys, this is literally the greatest thing that I have ever created. The meditation alone is fabulous, and one of our community members, Sarah, absolutely agrees. I've just launched this offer, and Sarah sent me this email earlier today. She says she got it. She got the thing. She couldn't find the email. And then she says, the meditation is beyond all my expectations. It's the most immersive love meditation I've ever had. I had some tears. She literally cried, you guys. When I tell you, this is an 8-minute meditation, and it's one of those, I'm the queen of making meditations that you just want to stay in forever and ever and ever. It's so good, you guys. She cried. She had an energetic release, her heart chakra open, and her powerfully connecting with her soulmate just from the meditation alone. She says, thank you, Natalie, for all the precious job that you're doing to empower us. I feel grateful that I landed on your YouTube channel. And then she says, I can't even talk about the ebook yet, but I already love it. It's priceless. Oh my god, that's like my favorite part of all of this. Well, no, I love the entirety of the email because the meditation is that good, and it did make me feel so emotional, and it is literally immersive. I could talk about it all day, but we don't have time for me to talk about it all day. So long story short, just click the link in the bio and grab your guide right now. There is an early bird sale of $27. So if you want to grab your digital journaling guide for $20 off, then you can do so now by clicking the link in the description box down below. This is the year that all of us get married. This is the year that all of us attract our highest level soulmate relationships. And with that being said, do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way out of here. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you in the next video. All right, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, my loves. In today's video, we are tapping into the energy of your future baby and what that bond is going to be like between the two of you. And before we get into that, I just want to let you know that I have a free resource library. There are over 12 mindset and manifestation resources for you. Inside of it, you get EFT tapping scripts, you get meditations, you get workbooks, you get journals. This is an abundance of resources that are made to help you shift your energy so that you can align with whatever you desire, whether it's your soulmate, more money, more clients, more confidence in yourself, more clarity, being able to identify your limiting beliefs. You want it, you got it inside of the free resource library. It's super amazing, super great. I highly recommend it. So be sure to click that link in the description box to get access to it for free. And when you do that, you get signed on to my email list, and you'll be the first to know about amazing offers like Magnetic to Matrimony, which is currently on sale, but they heard about it first on my email list, so you could have got my newest offer on a discounted price way earlier. You know what I'm saying? So click the links in the description and let's get into the video. All right, pile number 2, your bond with your baby. Let's talk about pile number 2's bond with their baby. Oh, we got the 6th house. 6th house energy. I feel like your baby is going to have your sense of style. When I think about sixth house energy, I think about like that Virgo aesthetic, which makes sense. You guys probably have that. Maybe you like a clean girl aesthetic. Maybe you like a minimalist aesthetic. Maybe you like a neutrals, browns, beiges, whites, off whites. You know what I mean? Soft white, an eggshell, even, or a light yellow type of aesthetic. I'm definitely getting that energy and getting that vibe. I feel like you're gonna dress your baby up so cute and so adorable, and I feel like your kid is going to really inherit your sense of style as they get older. But first, your bond with your baby. Let's see, your bond with your baby being sixth house as a full-time job, serving. This is interesting because I also got this for pal number one, but you could definitely be a full-time mom. You could definitely be a full-time, yeah, full-time mother, stay-at-home mother, somebody who is constantly there. And I feel like the bond that's going to happen with your baby is going to be formed as you guys are hanging out every single day. I feel like you guys will have a routine. Okay, there's a morning routine where you're taking care of the baby and you're getting a shower, and maybe there's a nanny that's coming, or maybe that's happening while your husband is there, so somebody's watching the baby or the baby is asleep. Long story short, this is Virgo energy. What is Virgo energy? Virgo energy is meticulous. Virgo energy wants to have a plan. Virgo energy wants to be, they want to think things out and they want to be efficient. So your bond with your baby is really going to be formed in alignment with the schedule that you have. There is a schedule for when the baby is going to wake up. There's a schedule for when the baby is going to get fed. There's a schedule for how much the baby is going to eat. And all of this is in alignment with the developmental markers that the baby needs to reach. What does the baby need for this point in time? So you guys are definitely the kind of women who, if you have not read it, you're going to be reading What to Expect When You're Expecting. You're going to be reading books on children's development, baby's development. You're going to be doing everything that you can to really learn and understand what's alive within your baby, right? Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. You're going to want to understand what's happening as your baby is growing and developing, and you are going to create daily schedules that align with whatever stage of development that they're in. You know how there are some mothers who can get very overwhelmed with motherhood. You're not going to have that problem because you're a solution oriented woman. You're not going to have a negative experience or an unwanted experience where your baby is staying up all night and sleeping all day and like all of that stuff, and you're like, oh my god, this is the worst thing in the world, I can't do this, they tell you to sleep while the baby is sleeping and everything is so terrible. You're not going to have that. You're not going to have that approach. That's not who you are. That's not how you show up. You're the woman who creates solutions. You're the woman who creates a plan and who creates a structure so that she's taken care of and so that her baby is taken care of, period, point blank. These things are non-negotiables in your household. And as a consequence of that, there's a certain level of peace. There's a level of peace in your household. There's a level of peace and connection with your baby. It's like your baby understands that there's a routine. And I feel like that routine is like, we wake up in the morning and we have breakfast, or like you breastfeed your baby and you make sure that you get a shower and you get ready for the day and you get dressed and the baby gets dressed, and then you guys go out for a walk. You guys walk to a local park and then you guys sit and you guys cuddle, or maybe you guys have a picnic, or maybe you just are going for a walk and you're there, and maybe as your baby gets older the walk turns into a hike or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you have a specific schedule. This is what we do, and then I feed the baby again, and then I walk to the coffee shop, and then I feed the baby again, and then we take a trip to like Target or whatever, store that you like to go to and hang out at, and then I feed the baby again, and blah 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 blah. Like, you have a clear structure of what the baby needs and what you guys are doing in your day-to-day life. So there's a predictability there, and you're going to find that your baby, this incredibly intelligent mercurial baby, lots of mercurial energy here because we have Mercury at the bottom of the deck as well. Mercury rules over the sign of Virgo. Mercury is how we think, how we speak, how we communicate. So you've got this incredibly mercurial baby who is very curious and who is very observant, and with that Virgo energy is very intelligent. I would consider Virgo to be like a higher level of thinking than Gemini, even though we can go back and forth on it all day. That's just what we're going to say to get through this video in a timely manner. So this really intelligent baby is going to be understanding certain things. You're going to notice this early on in their development. Like, the baby knows when it's nap time, the baby knows when it's tummy time, the baby knows when it's, time to do the things that you do every single day. The baby knows there is a schedule and there is a routine, there's a certain way that we do things in this house, and as a consequence your baby is going to feel an incredible sense of safety and security. And now I feel like we're moving into, it's like going back and forth throughout all of these different points in their childhood experience. Like, as a toddler, they're going to feel very safe, they're going to feel very secure. We know that we're going to take a shower after dinner and we're going to get ready for bed, or we're going to take a shower after dinner and we're going to read a book, and then we're going to get ready for bed and we're going to go to sleep. And we know that bedtime happens every single day at this time. There is a structure here, there is a routine here, there is a predictability here, and it really makes them feel so safe and so secure. And it's going to be one of those experiences where even when you're traveling with the kids, doing different things with your children, there's still that routine, there's still that structure. So there's always this constant of who we are and what we do, and it makes your kid feel safe. So there's a level of peace in your bond with your baby. Let's see. We have Capricorn. Oh my God. This is earth sign energy. Okay. So if you guys don't have Virgo energy or Capricorn energy, I don't know, Bookie, like this might not be your pile, or Taurus energy, but this is definitely like earth sign central. Okay. This is a baby who likes to chill and a mother who likes to chill. Okay. Like, yes, of course we have fun. And yes, of course we like do like fun, exciting things, but also, we like to chill. We like to make sure that we're taken care of. We like to have some good food. We like to do our daily tasks. We like to go to the library and read books. You know what I mean? It's like there's fun things that we do within the thing, but y'all know Virgos like to schedule everything, right? So we're gonna go to the library and we're gonna have a great time. And there's like, different libraries with their library programs, and like the toddler time at the library where they're gonna go, and the librarian is gonna read books, and there's cookies and like milk or whatever. It's like there's moments of fun that are happening, but it's not spontaneous at all. It's Tuesday, so we're going to the library, or it's noon, so we're heading to the library. We're going to have a snack there, and then we're going to have lunch later, or blah, 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 blah. You're very organized, and I see that you will, like, I just see you and your baby being out there in the world, which is really great because your baby is going to be getting exposed to so many new things, learning about new things, learning about different cultures, reading different stories. But also they're going to feel very safe and they're going to feel very secure, because even though I learn about different things and blah blah blah, there is a specific day that happens. It's not like every single day is a new thing and I'm just so excited all the time and my nervous system is being dysregulated all the time. It's not like that. And I feel that that's something that's very important for you, pile number 2, because it's like you grew up in a household that was chaos and drama and conflict and so much shit going on all the time. Drama with your parents, drama with your parents' work, drama with your siblings, just constant chaos and insecurity and unsafety, and that really disrupts your nervous system and negatively impacts your development. And so as a mother, I see you deliberately creating an experience where your children can feel safe. It's like nervous system first, safety and security first. So even though you're introducing them to new things, even though you're introducing them to new experiences, we always go to a new place in our city or in our state on Saturdays. You know what I mean? We always go to see a new movie that we've never seen before on Tuesdays. We do these things. So it's like there's a rich schedule. It's not boring at all, but there is a schedule, and it's something that you're incredibly intentional with. And I think because of that, your children are always going to feel safe, and they're always going to feel secure, and they're always going to feel connected with you, like when you're taking a baby to a new experience and they're scared and they're like, what the hell is going on here? And they're looking at you, they're looking at your face, they're looking at your body language, they're looking at your energy to figure out, should I be alarmed right now? Should I be scared, or are we good? And when you are like, this is so good, we're having such a good time, we're all safe, we're all secure, it makes them feel safe and secure. It lets them know that, oh, these are new experiences, but I'm safe here. I've never done this before, but I'm okay here. And so you're going to be really good at that, really good at introducing your children to new things, but also making them feel safe at the same time. And as a consequence of this, when your children become adults, they're going to be world travelers. They're going to be some of the most adventurous people that we have ever seen before, because they're going to feel open to trying new things, but they're also going to feel incredibly just like safe in the world. And I don't know if this is what you were hoping to get when you clicked on this video, but I think that that's really beautiful. Like, your bond with your baby is one where there's a safety and there's security, there's stability, there's reliability. Your baby is going to see you as a stable mother. And I do feel like that's a really big deal for those of you that chose pound number two, because you didn't have that, right? You didn't have parents who were reliable. You didn't have caregivers who were consistent, but you are going to be this consistent, stable woman. I know how my mom is going to respond when I come to her asking her for help or asking her for support. Give me 1 second. Okay, like, I know how my mom is going to respond. I know how my mom is going to support me. I know that my mom is going to make me feel safe. My mother is a safe person. My mother is someone who I can talk to about things. My mother is somebody who I want to be with me for things. And so it's like that energy, it's like you set the tone for this, but as your children grow up, it's going to be an experience of like, I want my mom to be there. When I'm going prom dress shopping or prom tuxedo shopping or whatever, I want my mom to be there. When it's my first blah, 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 I want my mom to be there. When I have my first crush, I want my mom to be there. When I'm making friends at school, I want my mom to be there. I want to tell my mom everything that's going on in my life. I want to share these new things with my mom because she's always been there for me, because she's a safe person for me, because she cares for me, because she is the person who I do new things with. You know what I mean? Like, your kid is going to want to travel with you. Your kid is going to want to go places with you. It's kind of like Lorelai and Rory from Gilmore Girls, where when Rory graduates from high school, they go backpacking in Europe together. And when Rory turns 21, even though she's an adult and she can drink and she can do all these things, what she really wants is to go with her mom, to go on a trip with her mom, and to play Russian roulette and have 21 shots and do different things with 21 guys. And, like, you know what I mean? So, like, that's the energy that you're going to have with your kid. An experience where they feel very safe with you. They feel very secure with you. They want you a part of their life. They want to be around you. They want to come home for the holidays. They might want to go to college that's near you. They might end up, moving to a house that's close to yours. They're going to want to be around home, even though they're going to be ambitious, even though they're going to be incredibly successful in the world. And, like, you're one of the reasons why they're going to be so successful as adults, because they feel safe and secure, because they know how to take care of themselves, because they know how to soothe themselves, because they know how to try different things that they've never tried before, and they don't freak out when it's time to start a new business, or time to go into a position that they've never gone before, or to go into a grade that they've never gone before, to do something that's never been done before. You are powerfully setting your children up so that they can participate and live on the leading edge of creation without freaking the hell out and doubting themselves. So your kids are going to have such healthy self-esteem and such healthy self-trust and such healthy self-worth because of the time, energy, and effort that you put into them. Pound number two. This is so incredibly beautiful. And if you're claiming this pile number 2, please give me some blue emojis in the comment section. Of course, if you want to write that text out and tell me what's alive within you, tell me how you feel, you know that I love to read your comments. I try to read every single one, and if I can't respond, I try to heart them at least, because I love you guys and I just appreciate you being in my community. And for those of you that are incredibly serious about manifesting your soulmate love this year, I want you to know about my newest program. Magnetic to Matrimony is the ultimate journaling guide for ambitious women who are manifesting marriage. Inside of this digital journal, you're getting 40 plus scripting prompts that are going to help you establish a clear picture of what everyday life with your soulmate looks and feels like. They're going to give you affirmations that are going to help you develop and embody deep self-worth, and you're going to be receiving powerful visualization exercises that are going to connect you with your future husband's energy now. Also, there is a special bonus that I am obsessed with. I'm giving you my immersive He Exists and He's Here meditation, and that's going to help you anchor in the sensory experience of union with your soulmate. You guys, this is the best thing that I have ever created, and I am not the only one who thinks so. Sarah is one of the amazing community members who have been one of the first women inside of Magnetic to Matrimony, and she says the meditation is beyond all my expectations. It's the most immersive love meditation I've ever had, okay? She said that she cried. She said, I have some tears. She cried from doing the meditation, you guys. It is so powerful. It's so immersive. It's only 8 minutes long, and it's one of those things where you get in it and you don't want it to end. I wanted to give you guys a meditation that you could do every single day, even multiple times a day, without feeling like it's taking so much time and energy and effort. So this quick meditation, you get in there, you get out of there, and you get tuned and tapped and turned on to the experience of having your soulmate right here and right now. You're on the other side. Like, it is so incredibly powerful. And as you get into this journal and you practice these different tools and techniques, from the affirmations to the journaling and the scripting and the advice that I give you inside of the guide, you are literally going to become magnetic to matrimony. Not just any guy, but the guy, the perfect guy, the guy that is everything that you want. Okay, the last thing that I want to say that Sarah said was, she said, I can't even talk about the ebook yet, but I already love it. It's priceless, because the ebook is massive and it's powerfully intentioned and just so damn good. I can't recommend it enough, you guys. And right now it is on sale for only $27. So if I was you, I would go get in where you fit in, sister. I am not joking with you. You do not want to miss this early bird pricing. You don't want to miss this sale. You don't want to miss this digital journal. It's fabulous. Okay, love you so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way out of here, and I'll talk to you in the next one. All right, pile number 3. I wish y'all could see everything that I have going on in the screen right now, okay? Because I'm really doing the damn thing with this. Okay, welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at your bond with your future baby. And as we tap into the energy, I want to let you know that I have an offer. It's a free offer. It's called the Free Resource Library. Inside are over 12 mindset and manifestation resources available to you. There's meditations, there's EFT tapping scripts, there's journals and workbooks. It is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend that you check it out. It's going to help you manifest money. It's going to help you manifest love. It's going to help you manifest confidence. It's going to help you identify your limiting beliefs, so you know exactly what needs to be shifted, exactly what needs to be worked on, and it's just going to elevate the fuck out of you, okay? Everything that I do, like Beyonce, I do a grande. I have nothing else to say. Get into it. The link is in the description box, and shout out to all of the women who are already inside of the Free Resource Library, because it really is the shit. Okay, now, with that being said, let's get into our reading. So, Pile number three, your baby. Oh my god, this is so funny. You know what I'm hearing? That song, "Hey Baby." You wanna know what we say in the club? Hey baby. White folks, gangsters, and the thugs. Hey baby. And I feel like you guys are gonna have a silly bond, okay? This is my silly, goofy baby mommy bond, okay? Yeah. I'm in the club hollering, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. I feel like the bond that you're gonna have with your baby is gonna be one where I feel like you really love music, okay? Maybe you guys sing, maybe you're like me and you don't like sing, but like you can hum, you can, when the spirit moves you, the music has to come out of you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you do, pile number three. So I feel like you are going to have that bond and connection with your baby where you guys are, singing songs. You get a little tune in your head and you got to sing a little something. Your baby's like, "Oh, yes, I love this song." Like, that gif of Michael Jackson of him being like, "I love this song," or that gif of Michelle Obama and she's like bouncing her hand and nodding to like a song that's being performed, right? That's your baby, okay? Like, when you're playing games with the baby or there's music on or you're singing a song and babies like they just do that like bounce, you know what I mean? Like that's the best that they got, which is amazing. It's the greatest bounces in the world, right? And I feel like that's gonna be the experience. Like mommy is a jukebox and baby is a dancer, okay? Yeah, like your baby is just like your baby is gonna be here for it, okay? Like your baby is immediately gonna get the vibe, okay? Your baby is gonna be able to catch a vibe, okay? You're in a good mood, you are waking your baby up from a nap, or your baby's waking up from a nap, and you're, good morning, singing that Rise and Shine song like Kylie Jenner did with her daughter. You know what I mean? Like immediately, from the second that your baby wakes up, oh, it's time to party. Oh, it's time to dance. Yeah, period. Exactly. I love this song. This is so good. Yeah, get into it. Yeah. You know what? Hell yeah. Like there's just an energy of fun, and there's an energy of play, and there's an energy of like it's so lighthearted and it's so silly, okay? Just in a silly, goofy mood, okay? Just a silly, goofy mommy and her silly, goofy baby. Like, that's it, okay? All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Just a silly, goofy mood. Oh my god, we have Taurus. Girl, did you watch all three piles? Which, like, it's not a crime if you did. Like, I love it if you did. But we also got Taurus energy in the first house. And we've been getting, like, Earth sign energy throughout this entire thing. But of course, this is a different vibration. So let's see. I got a card that fell on the floor. Okay, we got Aquarius. And then we got South Node and Virgo, which is interesting because we also got Virgo in the second house. The second pile. Okay. Pick one direction and go with it. Okay, so first of all, you and your baby are going to share the same values, which is funny because it's like, of course you are, because you raised them. But that's not true, right? Because I was raised by my parents and my family, and I have completely different values, and I've always had completely different values, and it's put me in this Aquarius position of being the odd one out, of being the black sheep, of being the person that people don't understand or they don't get, or I say things and people don't understand me or they don't agree. There's like a discord, there's a disconnect where me and my family just have never been on the same page in that way. So I feel like your baby is going to have the same values as you. It's going to have the same taste as you. They're going to really get you, the way that you behave and the things that you like and the music that you like and whatever. Like, however the things that made you a black sheep in your family, the things that made you like stick out and not belong in whatever way that is, you're going to connect with your baby through those things. Your baby's going to get it. Your baby's going to understand you. So if you have an experience of like your family doesn't understand the way that you communicate, or your family doesn't understand the jokes that you tell and your sense of humor, your baby's gonna get your sense of humor. Your baby's gonna think that you're the funniest thing on planet Earth. You know what I mean? So there's a really strong connection there of values. There's a really strong connection there of like, being like a kindred soul, a kindred spirit. Sometimes we can feel like we don't belong in our family, like, how did I get here with these people? How did I, you know it's like if you just wrote us down on pieces of paper and our characteristics, like one of these things is clearly not like the other. I feel like an alien. I feel like I'm foreign. I don't belong here. So your baby, it's going to be a completely different experience. Like your baby is from the same star system that you're from. Your baby is from the same planet that you're from. Your baby is from the same dimension that you're from. I'm definitely getting like star seed energy. I don't know those different titles. Star seed, flower child, indigo, child. I don't know really those phrases. I don't really use them frequently, but that's what's coming through to me, okay? So there's kind of like an alien energy and vibe here. There's an otherworldly vibe here. What I know for sure is that you are a higher dimensional being, right? You're somebody who moves differently and is naturally at a higher vibration than the people in your family, because you were born to move your family forward. You were born to move humanity forward. So you couldn't be born in your family and being just like them. You were not made to be like them, because you were made to go farther. You were made to do more. And so your baby is going to be born, and your baby is going to be like you. Your baby is going to be brilliant like you, and forward thinking like you, and wanting to take things further like you. Like your baby is going to be a generational curse breaker like you. And I feel like you're going to cry so many tears of joy just watching your baby live and exist and thrive, and be able to be themselves and be able to be unique and loved and celebrated. Okay, it's like that Wicked song, and look at you, you can do all the things I couldn't do, right? Okay, so there's that energy first, and then we have, yeah, like that South Node in Virgo feels like past lives. Like I feel like you and your baby, your bond is going to be like instant recognition. Like we've done this before. You were my brother in a past life, or you were my child in a past life. We have done this before, or you were my parent in a past life. Like I know you, okay? And I feel like if you've seen that interview of Kiki Palmer, where she's talking about her son, her beautiful little baby boy. I think his name is Leo. And she's saying, there was a moment when I looked down at him and he looked back up at me, and it just felt like, hey, like, I know you. Like, it's good to see you again. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the bond that you're going to have with your baby. Like, I know you. It's not like I've seen videos on TikTok where it's just like, do you ever just like realize that, you and your boyfriend or you and your husband had this baby, and there's just like a complete stranger that's living in your house now? Like, you're not going to have that at all. You're going to look at your baby and you're going to know your baby. You're going to know your baby on a soul level, okay? And for what I'm getting is that you're also going to have that experience with your husband. So your husband is also going to be from the same soul tribe as you, from that same energy as you. So you're going to have a recognition with your future husband. Okay? You're going to have a knowing of, I know you. I know you from somewhere. I've connected with you before. I remember you. You guys can't hear, but there's a train that's passing the tracks right now and it's honking its horn. So that's confirmation for me. It's like this energy of, I know you before. I've connected with you before. I get you. I get you in a way that I don't connect with most people. You guys are definitely my group that kind of have their own lonery energy, because you've got Taurus, which is about our values, strong personal values. And then we have Aquarius energy, which can be that energy of not fitting in, that energy of not belonging, that energy of being like the quote unquote weird one, or the one that doesn't really fit in. So you guys are definitely my loners, which isn't a bad thing. And it's not that people don't like you or people don't want to connect with you. It's this energy where you don't really feel that sense of connection and community with everyone. You don't feel that connection with a majority of human beings. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense because you're not really like from here. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, I feel like I'm talking to a very specific group of people. And for those of you that understand, you understand, right? The people who don't get it, you know, they just can click off the video. But for my real pound number threes, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And comment down below. You guys got to give me some aliens if you know what I'm talking about. Where it's just like, even if you don't call yourself a star seed or different things like that, you just kind of have this knowing and this understanding of like, I don't really belong with most people. Like, yes, I can like the same things as them. Yes, I can connect with them on a certain level. Like, yes, I can have relationships with them, but it's rare that I find someone where it's like, oh my God, like, you get me, you understand me, you understand what I'm saying, you get what I'm talking about. Yes. So it's like you're gonna have that energy with your husband, and your baby is going to be in your same soul family as well. So you, your baby, and your husband is going to be this alien family. Okay, it's giving me, they're showing me that television show from the early 2000s, Phil in the Future. You guys remember Phil of the Future, where it basically was this guy, his name was Phil, and his family, they were from the future. So they hopped in a time machine and they came back to current times, and they had like all of this technology and different things like that, except like, yes, they had connection with other people, but of course they're not just like the girl next door, because they're quite literally from the future. So that's what I'm getting. Like, you guys as a family are going to be this kind of like Phil of the Future kind of family, where you guys have different ideas, you have a different way of being. It's not, I'm not getting like an untraditional family style, which is interesting because even in like the Phil of the Future show, I'm not saying that a mom and a dad is the only way to be traditional, but they had like a two-parent household, you know what I mean? Like the two parents and a dog, you know, and like two kids, two and a half kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's traditional structures in the sense of like, you guys do family, but you guys just as normal people are not the same as everybody else, okay? And they just keep playing that song in my fucking head. Kendrick Lamar, they not like us. They not like us, okay? Everybody in the world is not like you. Everybody in the world does not understand you. Everybody in the world is not meant to do the things that you guys are meant to do. So you as a person are here to give so much and to elevate so much and to heal so much and to change so much and to shift so much, and your baby is going to have that same vibration and that same energy. So you and your baby are going to have this bond, this unspoken bond and understanding and connection with one another, of like, we get each other. So you could feel right now, if you're single, you could have a feeling of being like a fish out of water. Like, I don't connect with everybody else. I don't feel like I have that sense of home. You know what I mean? And it's like when you have your husband and you have your children, it's going to feel like home. It's going to feel like and they're singing that song, Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce, which she says, baby, I've been waiting my whole life for you and I. There's this energy of going through life feeling like a fish out of water, going through life feeling like, yeah, I kind of fit in and these people are nice, but they're not my people. They're not my exact people. You know, I've got some close friendships and I've got some close relationships and even, you know, soulmates who I thought could have been the one at some point, but everybody just, it doesn't hit in that right, perfect way. And it's hard to describe how I want it to hit, but there's a feeling inside of me. There's a feeling inside of my soul of something that I just know is like missing. You know what I mean? And it's not that you're not whole and complete as a person and you're not blah, 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 blah. Like, no, you can create happiness, but there's that desire for community and that desire for family and being with your baby and having your family. It's going to feel like those puzzle pieces clicking into place where you don't feel like a fish out of water anymore, anymore. You feel like you have brought your alien dimension down to planet Earth. You feel like you have brought your otherworldly experience into this physical reality. Like having a baby is going to be such a big deal for you in terms of feeling satisfied and feeling at home on planet Earth, because it's going to be like, okay, like there's finally people around here who speak my same language. I don't have to code switch. I don't have to water down my thoughts. I don't have to switch up my messaging so that people will understand me. Like I'm finally surrounded by people who just get me and who just understand me. So there's a sacred bond and connection between you and your baby, and a sacred bond and connection between you and your husband. And it's like other people don't really come close because they're not from that same star system. And if you guys do have other friendships and connections and relationships like that, it will be because those people are from your same dimension, your same star family, your same, they're saying like angels, okay? So you guys could definitely be just different people, different beings, different energies from different places who have, come here to serve and help humanity. But again, you have your own kind of like place of origin. So, oh my goodness, pile number 3. This was incredibly, incredibly beautiful. Give me some yellow emojis in the comments section if you are claiming this. If you want to tell me more about what's alive within you, then please let me know that, because I love to hear from you guys and like your comments, even if I can't respond to every single one of them. And before you go, if you are serious about calling in that committed, devoted husband this year, that person who is your soul family, that person who just fits right like two puzzle pieces snapping into place, then I cannot recommend my newest digital journaling offer, Magnetic to Matrimony, enough. Okay, inside of this digital journaling guide, you're getting 40 plus scripting prompts that are going to help you establish a clear picture of everyday life with your soulmate. You're getting affirmations to embody a deep sense of self-worth that is obviously irresistible, and you're getting powerful visualization exercises to connect you with your future husband's energy. Now, manifestation and mindset work is all about living in the end, and Magnetic to Matrimony was made to help you practice living in the end and becoming that woman who is in that deeply committed and devoted soulmate relationship right here and right now, so that you can be magnetic to your husband, magnetic to your future spouse, and you can manifest this beautiful, amazing family sooner rather than later. You're also getting my special bonus immersive meditation. He exists and he is here. It is so amazing. Like, girl, I don't have words to describe. You're just gonna have to feel me when I tell you from the bottom of my heart, this meditation is so good. It's one of the greatest things I've ever created, and it's made to help you anchor in the sensory experience of union with your soulmate so that you can feel him right here and right now. It is one of the greatest things that I have ever created in my life, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. The girlies who have already gotten inside of Magnetic to Matrimony are loving it. One of those women is Sarah. She says the meditation is beyond all of her expectations. It's the most immersive love meditation that she has ever done. She says that she has some tears. The meditation made her cry, which is amazing. Those tears are opening up your heart chakra, releasing stagnant, old, unsupportive energy, thoughts, and beliefs, and aligning you with that soulmate relationship. This is her feedback from just doing the meditation one time. She just got the guidebook, right? She says, I can't even talk about the ebook yet, but I already love it. It's priceless, because of course she just got it. There's a million scripts and it's going to take you some time to get through all of it, but it's so incredibly good, you guys. And right now, there is an early bird sale going on for Magnetic to Matrimony. You can join for just $27. If I was you, I would not wait. I would get into this shit. So that you can start stepping into and manifesting the love story that was always meant for you today. I love you so much. Thank you for being here in this community, and I'll talk to you in the next reading.